This is Quiz 3 Study Guide. Now, the notes each day, anytime that I put notes on the wall, I'm also going to post them to Edline, or I have been posting them to Edline, and they're in the notes folder. So if you want to see the notes outside of class, or you missed something in class, or you just want to refresh your memory, these are available to you on Edline in the notes folder. All right, so the first problem I want to show you today looks like 16 is equal to negative d plus 6. All right, this is a very simple problem in appearance. You're trying to isolate this, but this negative sign gets forgotten a lot. So your first step here is to subtract 6 from each side. So 16 minus 6 is 10, and that's equal to this negative d. The whole thing has to fall down. Negative d. All right, now you have to remove the d from, you have to remove the negative from in front of the d, and you do that by dividing both sides by negative 1. So 10 divided by negative 1 is negative 10 is equal to d. Very simple problem that gets missed a lot because of this sign right here. It gets forgotten about. Okay, on the study guide, problem number 4. This is a word problem. It says that Hannah wants to buy a camera, a $570 camera. She can save $80, or she can save $50 per week. So she can save $50 per week from her paycheck. However, before Hannah can buy the camera, she has to give her brother $80. Okay? For how many weeks will she have to save? So if she can save $50 per week, don't you have to subtract $80 from that she's got to give her brother? Okay? So if she saves up $50 a week, but she's got to subtract $80 of that to pay her brother, how long will she have to save to buy this $570 camera? That's your equation setup. Now you just solve it. You add 80 to each side. $570 minus 80 is $490. No, you got to add. I'm sorry. 570 plus 80. $650. So $650 is how much she has to save up total to pay back her brother and to buy the camera. And that's equal to the $50 a week that she makes. So if you divide both sides by 50, then it's going to take her 13 weeks to save up that money. Right about 3 months. And if you're thinking about this, you could have just put the 80 over here with the 570 first, couldn't you? Because if you have to save up 570 to buy the camera, and then you owe somebody another 80, you could add those two together first and make it equal to how much you make per week. And that'll save you a step. All right, numbers 5 and 6 on the study guide. 5 and 6. They both look the same. So I'm just going to do one of those. You got b plus 6. All of the b plus 6 is over 5. And it's equal to 10. So you're trying to isolate the b plus 6 first. We did a bunch of these on, I think it was Tuesday. So you're going to multiply both sides by 5 to begin with. That eliminates this 5 from the denominator. And you're left with b plus 6 is equal to 50. If you subtract 6 from each side, The 6's cancel. B is equal to 44. Number 7 and 8 on the study guide. These are both combined like terms problems. And number 8 in particular has a 5D minus a D minus another 2D. It's up plus an 8 minus a 3D. And it's all equal to 0. So you've got all these D's on one side of the equation. Just combine them. Take your calculator and push 5, right? 5 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. So 5 minus 1 is 4, minus 2 is 2, minus 3. That leaves you with a negative 1D. All right, so negative 1D plus the 8 is equal to 0. Another simple problem, but it gets missed a lot because this step gets forgotten, subtracting 8 from each side. So now your 8's cancel. Your negative 1D is equal to negative 8. And you practice these this week as well. So divide both sides by negative 1. The negative 1's cancel. And D is equal to 8. All right, 2 more. Number 9 on the study guide. It says that John and 2 friends are going out for lunch. So how many people are going for lunch? 3. John and 2 friends, 3 people. They split 1 pizza and 3 drinks. The pizza cost 12 bucks. The total spent was $16.95. Find the cost of 1 large drink. All right? Cost of 1 large drink. Cost of 1 drink. If their total bill was $16.95, and the pizza itself cost $12, agreed? Can you take $16.95 and subtract 12? And wouldn't that tell you how much money was left for drinks? Okay? Well, if you make that equal to 3 drinks, because there was 3 people, you can find out how much each drink cost. So 16.95 minus 12 is $4.95 for 3 drinks. If you divide that by 3, your 4.95 divided by 3 is equal to $1.65 is equal to D. So in that case, under those circumstances, each drink cost $1.65. All right, last one, number 10 on the study guide. Looks like something like 3p over 5 plus 8 over 5 is equal to 1. In your first step, you are trying to isolate this. So in order to isolate the 3p over 5, you can subtract 8/5 from each side. So the 3p over 5, all of that, the 3p over 5, is going to be equal to, these cancel, and in your calculator, 1 minus 8/5. And you should get negative 3/5. Now, 3 times p divided by 5 is the same thing as 3 over 5 times p. You can write them you can write these either way. All right, so that's equal to negative 3 over 5. So if you're trying to isolate just the p, and it's being multiplied by 3/5, you can divide both sides by 3/5. The 3/5 on the left will cancel. This number, this negative 3/5, is still sitting in your calculator. You don't have to type it back in. So just push divided by, and then type in 3/5 again, and hit equals. And what does your screen say?
1.
Negative 1?
Yeah.
Negative 1. And you verify that because a negative divided by a positive equals a negative. And I think there's 3 other problems. There's 13 total problems on your study guide and on your quiz. But the rest of them, I think, you should be familiar with enough so I don't have to do them again. Any questions?